Hey everyone, Andrew back again and welcome to another video, and today I'm here with my top 5 game series video. I got inspired to do this by 3 fellow video game YouTubers, TheRetroBear, Retro48k and David Retro Games Played Badly. 3 awesome gaming channels, video game related channels that I definitely recommend you head on over and check out. I'm fairly new to their channels, but so far I've been really enjoying chatting back and forth with these guys and watching some of their content. So I definitely recommend checking them out if you are a fan of video games, which I know some of my long-term subscribers are. So you guys already know that I am currently rebuilding a little bit of my gaming collection back again after taking a little bit of a break from it. And I'm also wanting to get involved a little bit with these sort of video game uploads. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video. This was an extremely difficult list to come up with. I've had to leave a lot of big heavy hitting series out of my top 5 unfortunately, but there can only be 5. And I wanted to be as honest as I could with this list. So they were games that I have played the most amount of time, games that got me into gaming, that I grew up on, etc, etc. So yeah, unfortunately some heavy hitters were left out, but in the future I may do a top 10 game series at some point. So we'll see, but for now this is the 5 that I have come up with, so let's get started. Okay, so to kick things off at number 5 we have the Pokemon series, and some love it, some hate it, but I'm a big fan of this franchise. I love my RPGs, but nowadays I find a lot of them just to be a little bit too time consuming for me, especially now that I'm older and I don't have as much time to game, and some of them are just a little bit too complex as well. But with Pokemon I can just pick it up and play it. The games are always a lot of fun. I love the addicting nature of collecting all the different Pokemon, and I really love the way that you level up your different Pokemon and your party. So yeah, that's the Pokemon series. Big fan of it, have been for quite some time now, and that's why it sits at number 5. Okay, so coming in at number 4 we have the Call of Duty franchise, and this may be a pretty generic choice for some of you, but I've been playing this franchise year in and year out for over 10 years now. I started with COD 4 back in 2007 when that first came out and fell in love with it. It's the game that got me into multiplayer shooters, and I've been playing the franchise ever since. I'm not a big fan of most of the newer futuristic games. I'm more into the traditional Call of Duty, like from COD 4 to Black Ops 2, and then of course World War 2, which I thought was absolutely fantastic. So really looking forward to see what they do with the game this year, Modern Warfare. It's going to be pretty interesting, but yeah, this is definitely my most played series, so it definitely had to be on this list. And coming in at number 3 is a series that really needs no introduction, super popular and for good reason because it's amazing, and that is the Mario series. A very versatile series which I love. You have the classic platform games, excellent RPGs, and then the amazing Mario Kart games. So really something for everyone really, and for the most part they're all really amazing games. Massive Mario fan, definitely worthy of a position in anyone's top 5 game series in my opinion. Just such an iconic gaming character, and yeah, as I said, most of the games from the platformers to the RPGs to Mario Kart are just awesome. So absolutely love the Mario series, and that's why it sits at number 3. And coming in at number 2 position we have the Sonic franchise. Now this is what I grew up with. Sonic was pretty much my first introduction to video gaming back on the Master System. I never owned a Master System, but I played it a ton over at friends' places. And yeah, Sonic was the first game that I ever played. Got a Mega Drive, and that's when I started picking up the Sonic games. Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic 2, which is my favourite platform game of all time, Sonic 3, Sonic and Knuckles. Just such great memories. And some of the games after that were a little bit hit and miss for me, more miss than hit. To be honest, not a big fan of a lot of the 3D games, but then they have redeemed themselves a little bit with Sonic Generations and then the recent game Sonic Mania, which is fantastic. So love Sonic, grew up on this franchise, and yeah, definitely had to be in my top 5. Okay, and coming in at first spot we have the Uncharted series. Absolutely phenomenal franchise. I love this series to death, and it's probably the most consistent game franchise that I have played. There's not a bad game in this series in my opinion. So I started playing this back on the PlayStation 3 obviously, because that's when the series originated. And funny story was, when I first originally got my PlayStation 3, the original Uncharted game was one of the first games I got for it, along with Resistance 2 and Little Big Planet. And I thought I'd like Uncharted the least, but I ended up liking it the most. And ever since then, I've absolutely fallen in love with the franchise. Uncharted 2 is my favourite game within the series and one of my favourite games of all time. I absolutely love it. The storytelling is fantastic, the gameplay is great, the characters are awesome, and graphically it's a very, very impressive series. So Naughty Dog have knocked it out of the park with this Uncharted series or franchise. It is my favourite gaming series. Okay, so there you go. That was my top 5 game series, at least as of right now. Let me know what you think of the 5 series that I have chosen in the comments section below. Are some of these your all-time favourite gaming franchises? Let me know. And if you feel like doing a video response to this, that would be absolutely awesome, or at least let me know 5 of your favourite game franchises in the comments. And guys, once again, head on over and check out TheRetroBear, Retro48k, and David Retro Games Played Badly. I will leave all 3 links to their channels in the description box below. Great guys, as I said, I'm fairly new to their channels, but I definitely wanted to give them a shout out. So yeah, if you're into gaming, definitely head on over and check all 3 of those channels out. Anyway, that is it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and thank you for watching.